Hello everybody, it's Cryax and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be doing another tier list video, and I am going to be ranking the debut albums from every single artist I listen to. So let's do it, and I have all the albums below. So now let's quickly go through our tiers. The S tier are the best albums in their entire discography. The debut album is the best one. The A tier is still a very great album in their discography, just not their best one. The B tier is just kind of an album that's mid, not the best, but not the worst. And C is their worst album. Is just, in my opinion, they're not the best album. And D is the albums I have never heard before. So let's start doing this video. So the first album we have here is Life Support by Madison Beer, and I have actually never listened to this album. I have only listened to Lock It and Silence Between Songs. So that will go in D here because I have never listened to Life Support. Next we have Taylor Swift by Taylor Swift, aka Debut. But I'm going to admit, this album, I don't really listen to country music, so I really only listen to the singles from this album, but I have listened to the other songs before, but I don't think this is Taylor's best album per se. I don't think it's one of the greater ones either, so I'm gonna say that I would put it in the B tier. It's more so just an okay album. Next we have The Fame by Lady Gaga, and this, I honestly am just like a more recent Lady Gaga fan, so I don't think that this album is like her best works yet. I think that she does have other albums that would top The Fame, and I do think that The Fame is a good album though, so we're gonna have to put it in A tier because I do still think it is a great album. Next up, we have Healing is Difficult by Sia. This album is like old, which is why the cover looks so old, and I have actually not listened to this album, so it has to go in the D tier. What? Next up, we have the classic, the one that everyone from 2015 knows, Animal by Kesha. I haven't listened to the full version of the album, but I've listened to part of the singles, so I guess that I can say this is kind of an A tier album, I guess. I do definitely think it's a great album. Next we have The Family Jewels by Marina. I have not listened to The Family Jewels. The only album I've listened to by Marina is Princess of Power. So next up we have Demi Devil by Ashniko. Again, I've only listened to one album by Ashniko, and that album is Smoochies. So I can't have way too much to say about Demi Devil. So since I haven't listened to it, it's going to go in the D tier. Like how we've only just started this video and there's already like so many albums that are already in the D tier. Next we have True Romance by Charlie XCX. So I've listened to parts of this album. I don't really like True Romance. It's just the tracks are not really my favorite. But so I'm going to have to put it in C tier because I do think it is my least favorite Charlie XCX album, or so far, for right now at least. Next we have Tidal by Meghan Trainor, and this is of course the classic, so it's of course S tier. This is definitely her best works yet, but maybe when Toy With Me comes out in April, it maybe will change my mind. Next we have Heaven and Hell by Ava Max. This is another one, just instant A tier. When I first got the vinyl for this album, I literally couldn't stop listening to it. Like it was it's such a good album. It's such a pop. I just love it so much. Next up, we have Yours Truly by Ariana Grande. This could be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but on the C tier, I really don't like this album that much. It's the tracks, there aren't good tracks, but there's not that many good tracks in my opinion. I don't really like Honeymoon Avenue, tracks like that. I just don't really like them that much, so I'm gonna have to put in C tier just because it's personally my least favorite Ariana album. Next up, we have, I think it's Desaya by Alita. This is S tier. I definitely do feel like this is her best work on an album. I do think that this is definitely her Alita's best album. She only has like 2 though, so yeah, I really do think that is her best album. Next, we have Dua Lipa, Dua Lipa's debut album. I'm going to put this one in the C tier as well because this is definitely my least favorite Dua album. It's just not really good in my opinion. I'm not really the biggest fan of the album. There are good tracks though, but I really don't like Thinking About You, or Lost Your Light, at all. Oh my gosh, I just remembered I forgot to put Sour by Olivia Rodrigo on this tier list. Sour would definitely be in the S tier though, because Sour is definitely Olivia Rodrigo's best album. Next, we have Eyes Wide Open by Sabrina Carpenter, and I would honestly love to get the vinyl of this, but but the vinyls for Eyes Wide Open are so rare because they were only like 200 ever made. So, if you know where I can get one, please comment down below. I would love to know. So, I'm going to have to put it in D tier because I have never listened to any of the songs from her older albums, but I do think I should probably buy Illusion, Singular Act 1, and Singular Act 2 because I know where you can buy them. Next up, we have When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go by Billie Eilish. I don't think this is not my favorite Billie album. I'm going to have to put it in the A tier because this isn't my favorite Billie Eilish album, and I really do like this album, but I have to admit that Hit Me Hard and Soft is definitely Billie's best album, and so yeah. Next, we have One of the Boys by Katy Perry. This is Katy's debut pop album. She has another album other than this, but it's not in her discography, so I didn't know whether to include it or not, so we just went ahead to One of the Boys. One of the Boys isn't the best album. Fingerprints is such a bad song. I'm sorry if you like it, but this song is going to have to I'm going to have to put this album in the A tier because it is a great album. And now we have the final album for this tier ranking list, Crybaby by Melanie Martinez. If you've seen the last video, you already know where I put this. Portals is by far Melanie's best album. Like I said, by far, Portals is definitely Melanie's best album, and Crybaby will always have a place in my heart. It's just a great album. It's that girl, but it's not I'm not the biggest, but again, great album. So here is the tier ranking list. I definitely feel like that D had the most. I don't know why I have not listened to the debut albums of so many artists. And then for C, we have the debut albums that I didn't care for, my least favorites, if you will. B, the albums that were okay. The A tier, the albums that aren't the best but also extremely great. And the S tier, the albums that are just straight up the best albums in the entire discography of these artists. Thank you guys for watching this video, and cry out. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and also comment below. And also, if you want a shout out in my next video, please comment below if you listened to Melanie Martinez's new song that came out last night called Disney Princess. And if you did, and if you did it, and to get a shout out in my next video. Bye guys.